Hello and welcome to your Empowered Astrology Forecast with yours truly, Sarah McCallum, the Cosmic Finder. And I'm here to report on the week of May the 8th, 2023. So this week, the moon will be waning. So it's moving from the full moon to the new moon. And that means that it is decreasing in light. So we often feel a little bit more introverted, or perhaps we feel a little bit drained, or just that we have like less energy, because just like the moon, it's really a time to explore the darkness, the darker side, the more internal side, the more subconscious side of the self. So keep that in mind as you move forward in this week. Now, the moon will shift from Sagittarius into Capricorn, into Aquarius, and lastly into Pisces during this week. So while the moon is in Sagittarius, it's wise to really tap into what truth means to you, what it means to you morally, what it means to you in regards to your spiritual practices, and settle into that sensation. Allow your truth to become an embodiment practice. When the moon shifts into Capricorn, strategy is key. So, review those structures and foundations while Mercury is still retrograde, and really just tap into the ways in which you achieve your goals. Like, how is it that you go from A to B? And is that effective? Is that efficient? Or does that need some refinement? When the moon shifts into Aquarius, it is wise to be on the lookout for truths to surface. The reason why people often confuse Aquarius for a water sign is because it's known as the water bearer, which means that it brings truth to light. So oftentimes when the moon is in Aquarius, we have revelations, or we have sudden awarenesses around different truths in our lives. And then when the moon shifts into Pisces, silence is golden. And this is reminding me of Owl and Owl's love of the night and the quietude that comes at night when we've settled our minds, when we move into the dream world, which is very much a Piscean world. So meditate and perhaps explore practices that involve nighttime, and be open to some powerful downloads. All right, so first on May 9th, the sun is going to conjoin Uranus. This can feel really exciting, big solar energy, but also it can involve sudden and unexpected changes, Uranus, and there can be like a rebellious streak to this energy as well. So rebellion, when the intention is for justice or freedom for all, is a beautiful thing. Rebellion, when it involves the ego, which can be related to Leo, which can be related to the sun, can sometimes cause more chaos or havoc than good. So just again, be mindful of this conjunction. All right. Now, on Friday, May 12th, we have Mercury creating a sextile to Venus, and this could be a really beautiful time to connect with others socially, and also be like very mindful of your environment, your surroundings, and again, adjust if needed. If the house needs, a cleaning or even like a cleansing energetically, go ahead and do so. All right, but also on the 12th, we will have Venus creating a trine to Jupiter. So this is such like benevolent and optimistic and loving energy. And, with Venus that governs Taurus and Libra, and represents all that is sensual and beautiful, and with Jupiter that governs Sagittarius and represents all that is expansive and freedom loving, there could be a lot of opportunity here to like expand the way in which we both give and receive love, right? To just like lead with an open heart. This day could be really potent and powerful because we also have the last quarter moon on the 12th in Aquarius. So there could be a sense of reflection or self-inquiry around this energy, a bit of a letting go. You know, things have already been put into place. You know, it's time to just kind of surrender and let things happen. No need to try and control, but it's also good to again reflect on, you know, your role in everything and taking responsibility for the way things panned out. All right. And then at the end of the week, we are going to have Mercury shifting direct on Sunday. Okay. This is exciting, right? We're all like, yay, Mercury's direct. We've learned our lessons. We've adjusted. We've refined. We've been tuning into our structures. We've been tapping into our finances. We've been tapping into our sense of self-worth because it's in Taurus. But I want you all to understand that there's always a pre and post shadow period with any retrograde. And oftentimes it can feel a little wonkier than the retrograde itself. Okay, so that's going to be about 2 weeks. So, you know, once we're in Gemini season, we'll probably start to kind of really feel some of that forward momentum. But this post retrograde shadow can be a great time to like make amends if there was confrontation or conflict during the retrograde period, or just like finish tying up loose ends, like really finishing those last little bits of refinement. So when the post retrograde shadow is complete, you're really feeling like you just like took all of the different lessons that, you know, the universe sent to you, that Mercury sent to you during this retrograde time, and you got the most out of the lesson, right? You're like, okay, I understand, I'm open, I'm receiving, I'm adjusting. And then that direct motion, once it's out of the shadow, is going to feel really yummy. All right. And then lastly, I did pull a card out of the Shaman's Dream Oracle by Alberto Voldo and Colette Baron Reed. And the card that came through is Galactic Mushroom, the Divine Matrix. Okay. So what's being communicated to all of us here is that there is a web, right? There's a web of, you know, not only like a network of guides and guards and protectors and a crew that supports you, but there is a web energetically like of us all. And before we even actually act upon what it is we want to put into motion, our intention, our connection to spirit, our our team, our cosmic team is already working to help us make sure that we are able to really achieve what it is we set out to achieve. So trust in that, believe in that, continue to get to know your guides, continue to connect in with your divine team because they are helping you. And what it is that you're desiring is happening for you, whether you feel like you're physically acting upon it or not. So again, keep diving into your relationship with your team and trust in their ability to support you. I wish you all a beautiful week, and I'll be on to talk with you again soon.